Hi, this is Kat at inkingpaperwithkat.com. Welcome to my craft room. Today's project is a little candy cane sleeve. Just makes a cute little gift. They're simple, they don't take a lot of supplies, quick to make, and it is something you could do with your kids, so you might want to keep that in mind. Let's look at the supplies we're going to need. We need a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 2.5 by 5, a piece of Whisper White that's 2.5 by 3, a piece of DSP that is 2.25 by 2.25. This is from the Be Merry DSP. It's in the Stampin' Up! Annual catalog. We're also using seasonal tags framelits and the seasonal Chums stamp set. Today we're going to do the little reindeer. So let's get that die out so we'll be ready. And I have the stamp loaded, so we're going to start with our stamping and die cutting. We're using black memento ink, and we only want the front of the reindeer, and you've seen me do this before. Just take a piece of masking tape, Post-it note, whatever works for you. Get your stamp well inked. Make sure you pull off your tape. And we're just going to stamp him. You need to make sure you kind of stamp him in the center so that you have room for your die cut. Alright. I did the snowman with colored pencils. You can do it with the new Stampin' Blends, the alcohol markers, but I know not everyone has alcohol markers, so let's go ahead and do this reindeer with colored pencils. There is a video that was posted a week or so ago of my using the blendables on the reindeer, so if you want to see that, you can go back and look at it. We are going to color in our little reindeer. All I have to do is find the colors that I want. Alright, we are going to use Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Real Red, and Melon Mambo. We're also using our Winged Stella to do some blending and to add some shimmer to it. So let's start with our Early Espresso. You do want to use a light touch. You want to get him all colored in. And as I said, this would be a great project for you to do with your children. They would feel like they were participating in the gift giving, but also it gives you a chance to just sit down with them, and coloring is very relaxing, not only for adults but for kids. Alright, we're going to use a little bit firmer of a touch on his antlers. And hoofs. We are using Real Red for the bow. And his nose. And then Melon Mambo lightly, just on the inside of his ears. Daffodil Delight on the bell. Now we're going to take our Wink of Stella and go over it, which is actually going to blend our color. And you can see how your color starts to smooth out. Plus it gives you that really nice shimmer. Just that little tiny bit of sparkle on your project. Now when I do the antlers, I'm actually picking up some of that early espresso and using it to provide some shading. And if you wanted to do a lot of shading, you can certainly come back in and do that. Clean your brush off between colors. Alright, I am going to show you how to come back in if you want to do some shading. Come back in with your early espresso. Lay the color down where you want it. And then just go back and smooth it out. Alright, that's all of your coloring done. Let's cut our little reindeer out. We need our big shot. Magnetic plate, base plate, image, and put your die on. Oops. Trying not to stick my head in this and still see around it. Top plate, run it through. Doing your image is the longest part of this project. So if you wanted to speed it up, you could just stamp a greeting and adhere that. Now we don't need this other part, so we're just going to fussy cut around that little top of the antler, and there we have it. Alright, let's put our project together. Take your scoreboard, score your 2.5 by 5 inch piece at the 2.5 inch mark, so you're scoring it in half. Take a 1 inch circle punch and punch in the center of one of those, or not the center, but in one of those sections, and I'll show you after I punch it. You can see where that's punched. We're going to adhere our DSP. This is directional paper, so make sure it's going in the right direction. Using dimensionals to pop up our little reindeer. center him. Fold this in half. Grab a candy cane. And what you do is you slip it through that hole you made in the back. Position it where you want it. And then just take a glue dot and put a glue dot, excuse me, in each bottom corner. You could use fast fuse there as well, or you could use Tombow. Excuse me. I just think it's faster and easier to use a glue dot. And then line those corners up and press really well. And it creates a tight enough package that your candy cane is not going to fall out. And I'm sorry about the sun filtering through. I'm in Southern California and it is November, but we have a beautiful, gorgeous, sunny day. And for those of you who are, like my friends in the Pacific Northwest, having a lot of rain, probably hate me at the moment. I hope you enjoyed the project. Give it a try. Try it with your kids. It'll be a fun thing to do. Come back and visit soon.